Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's December 31st, 2023. Couldn't get the webcam to work this morning, but we're going to roll with it because I need to get going. Outlook for today is looking dry and mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 30s. We have split flow developing today and light southwest winds. Tomorrow for New Year's Day, it's going to be dry with increasing clouds in the late afternoon, highs in the mid 30s. Split flow is going to be like a little bit more built up, and light west southwest winds. There'll be a chance of flurries in the mountains on Wednesday and a more active pattern setting up for the next weekend. We'll take a look at that at the end. So looking at the satellite, there's two lows over to the west. Both of these are going to sink down the west coast and then over the Four Corners region. And take a look at the 500 millibar chart. You can see we don't really have a really defined area of upper level ridge troughs. Like there's a jet stream up to the north of here and one to the south, and that just kind of refers to split flow. So you can see all the winds are just kind of scattered all over the place. If I had to peg something, calling this would just be in between split flow and high pressure. Looking at the cloud forecast, it's looking like it's going to be mostly sunny today, maybe some patchy low clouds up in the north Stanley Basin. And then tomorrow, we're going to have some increasing clouds. It's going to be mostly sunny. It's a pretty thin film of high clouds, but that gets mostly cloudy towards sunset. Okay, looking ahead already, you'd see that there's a slight chance for risk of heavy snow for the 6th, the 8th. That's our next active period. Take a look at what's going on I think this is the Euro. So you can see this area low pressure is going to drop down into pretty much towards Baja, and we'll just be in this high pressure upper level ridge more obviously in place on Tuesday. And then the next low pressure system is going to do the same thing. And this is what might give us a chance of some flurries on Wednesday. So nothing too significant. You see there's not that much energy moving into Idaho. And that's going to drop down south. And this next system is the one that we're looking at coming through on starting Friday. It's a trough that's going to develop into area of low pressure right here. So that low is going to be more in line coming over Idaho for the Saturday or Friday to Sunday. And then I'm going to look past that, go to the GFS and see what that looks like. Pretty similar. First low drops down, second low drops down. And this is like that's what we refer to as a split flow, is when you have a northern jet stream and then kind of the southern jet stream going on. Okay, so Friday, it's more of an organized low to begin with coming out of the Gulf of Alaska. But on the GFS, this has less energy coming towards us, and this thing shifts south just like the last two areas of low pressure. So that's not too confidence inspiring. So I'll have to see as the system gets closer if that's going to actually pan out like the other two, which is more of an El Nino pattern, or if it'll be more in sync with the Euro and give us some snow, some much needed snow. But looking at the freezing levels, we are going to have snow at this point down to the valley floor with that system next weekend. And then kind of just shopping around with the MBM models. This is for Baldy. You'd see next weekend could have 8 inches on Baldy. That would be a miracle. About 3/10 of an inch. This is for Titus. Uh, Not too much more, which is kind of unusual. 9 inches with 4/10 inch of water. Vienna, looking at about 13 inches with 6/10. And then about the same for Upper Banner. So looking pretty good. If the MBM takes all the models and combines them, so it's kind of, in my mind, the best way to look into the future to get the best broad stroke brush of what's going to happen with the weather. So we'll just have to stay tuned and hope that the models are in sync and we can get a pretty good storm next weekend. The first one in like 3 or 4 weeks. I'd have to look at the calendar. All right. Have a good day out there.